I just wanted to make a video for all the people that's going to be PCSing to Fort Wainwright, Alaska, probably in the next few months or the next few weeks. Just some small helpful tips. I actually made a list, so I'm hoping all these things on the list is going to be helpful for anybody who's going to be coming anytime soon. The reason why I decided to make this list is because I've recently, the weather has been changing. It's been getting warmer outside, just a tad bit warmer. It's not there yet. It's supposed to be in the 60s next week. Right now it's still like in the late 40s, kind of like 50, 51, not too warm. Still cool enough to where I'm wearing long sleeves and pullovers every day, but it's better than having negative-degree weather. And I've realized that it's a lot of things that I'm having to buy since the weather is changing, the scenery is outside is changing. So I was like, let me make a video that will be helpful to other people that's going to be coming in the next few months, next few weeks. So wherever they are right now, they can pretty much buy that stuff. Because I will tell you this, Alaska is expensive. So some things it actually would be better if you buy it where you are and bring it to Alaska. And then again, there's some things that would just be better when you get to Alaska that you can buy. So let's get started on my list. So the first thing on my list is buying winter gear in Alaska. So most people may think that it's good to buy, all your winter stuff where you at. I came from the South. We originally came from Fort Benning, Georgia. So all the winter stuff that I had was nothing compared to the winter stuff that's here. So my coats that will fit, like was perfect for me in the southern winter, as we say, was not, it pretty much couldn't even compare to the winter stuff here. Like the stuff that I had that I was wearing for the winter time in Georgia compared to Alaska is like jackets. So I would suggest anybody, whatever winter stuff that you have, especially if you're coming from the South, that's good and all, but you will literally have to rebuy stuff once you get here in Alaska. You think about it, in the South, you don't need no snow pants. You don't need snow boots because it barely snows. If it does snow, it literally snows for like a day and the snow is gone like within a few hours. Here, you literally need hat, scarf, simple stuff. You do need that in the South, but not as much. You literally need like a big, heavy coat, a big, heavy, thick coat here. You need snow boots. You need layers. You need snow pants, all that stuff. Me personally, I think it would be better to buy that here in Alaska because their stuff, to me personally, yes, it's more expensive, but it's more heavy duty than what you would buy if you bought winter stuff in the southern states. All right, next on my list is when you're coming to Alaska, you need to buy your own fans and your own air conditioner units, and not the units that go in the windows. I'm talking about the units that go in the floors. Why? Because I didn't know until I was about to leave from one of my friends that came from Anchorage that they don't have air conditioners in Alaska. Yes, when we got to our house, all you have is, of course, like the floor heaters, which is perfect. But they do not have central air heating. So nowhere in your house are you going to see like the vents. Think about it. I came from Georgia. It's hot as I don't know what in Georgia. Hot and humid. So around this time, we blasting air conditioners. Still here in Alaska, it's like still in the like 40s, 50s. So it's not that hot here yet. And from what I've heard, it doesn't get humid here either. So what I've been doing to basically keep cool, well, when it does get like a little warm in the house, what I've been doing to keep cool, every room here, well, in these houses on posts have fans, which is perfect. I have a back porch. So what I just realized the other day is that I have a screen. So what I've been doing is like when it does get kind of stuffy in the house, I literally just open the back door and have the screen and I can let a breeze in. But from what I've heard, it can get to probably like up in the high 70s, maybe in the 80s. And I was like, what am I going to do? Because they don't have central air here. Everybody was like, well, you can buy some air conditioner units for the floor, or you can buy fans. Now, when we was in Georgia, our central air would always go out like every once in a while. I hated it. It's like soon as the summer hit and we started like blasting our air conditioner, for some reason the unit literally would always go out for like 1 or 2 days, and then we would have to get it fixed. So we already had fans, but we do not have the floor model air conditioning unit. So we will be getting that soon. So I will say, before you come here to Alaska, make sure that you have a bunch of fans, and make sure that you have a portable air conditioning unit for your floor. All right, so the next thing on my list is going to be blackout curtains. You are going to definitely need those, especially if you're coming like between like the spring or the summer. That's going to be something that's going to benefit you a lot. So from what I've seen, the nights start getting longer. Well, days start getting longer around March. Probably about the end of March, you will see like around 9 p.m. It's still kind of light outside. April is when you really start to see the big difference. Right now, we're in May. Definitely, I can see a big difference. So 11 p.m., 12 a.m., 1 a.m., it's legit still be light outside. And my husband was like seriously irritated because he's like, I got to get up at 5 a.m. talking about for PT, and the sun is still shining in. I literally just bought some blackout curtains probably like a week ago. So I would say before you come here, invest in it, especially if you're coming like in the spring or the summer. Well, the spring is almost over. The summer will be here in a few more weeks. You're coming in the summer or in the spring of next year, I would advise you get some blackout curtains before you get here. They are going to be so helpful to you, especially if your spouse, of course, got to get up early in the morning for work, or even for your kids, helping them go to sleep. Because think about it. Your kids are trying to go to sleep and the sun is still shining. Really makes it hard. So yes, I would definitely suggest getting blackout curtains before you get to Alaska. So next we have snowblowers and shovels. That is going to be very beneficial because this is Alaska, of course. It's a lot of snow here. So apparently when we moved here last year, November 2021, this was like the worst winter it's been in the last few years. So we got here November 3rd. I had already added like the Fort Wainwright spouses page like earlier in like the year before when we found out that we were going to be PCSing. And from what I seen, it started snowing like in October. Yeah. And November, it was when we first got here, the first week of November wasn't that bad. But like around, I want to say like the last week, that's when the snow really started coming in. I would say, please, yes, invest in a snowblower because it snows like every day. And yeah, having snow shovels are good, but think about it. You're going to be out there for hours, like literally hours, trying to shovel all that snow. So yes, please invest in a snowblower. We have the battery operated one. We actually have two. We have a big one and a small one. My husband was like, next year we're going to invest in the one that I guess you can put gas in because it'll be so much better. Our snowblower was probably like, I want to say like 500. We have two of them actually. We got like a big one that was like 500 and something. We got that for Lowe's. And then we got like a little small one that we got from Amazon for like $100. So yes, I definitely would say if you live up north and you already know how the snow situation is, you probably already have one. Bring that on down. I personally have never seen a snowblower in the South. I think they have snow shovels. I don't know for sure because like I said earlier, it don't snow in the South. So probably if you're coming from a southern state, you may not have one or seen one anywhere. You might as well, when you come to Alaska, go and get that snowblower and that snow shovel because you're going to need it. All right, next we have snow tires. So we, of course, did not have any snow tires because, like I said, for the 20th time, it don't snow in the South for real. So this one will probably be for people that's coming from the north. You probably already have like snow tires that you have from like the previous winter, whatever. Bring them on down because you definitely need them. Now, you can, once you get to Alaska, you can get your car winterized. We didn't get our truck winterized. We just, I guess the tires that we previously already had, like year-round tires that you have, we just used those and just drove very carefully. But I would say if you're from a southern state, I mean, if you can just buy the tires and just pack them, I would do that. But yep, you can get tires while you're in Alaska. They have the studded ones here. I will give you a tip though. I found this out from a friend the other day. You can only have your snow tires or studded tires for a certain amount of time here in Alaska. If you get pulled over, I had a friend that got pulled over at the gate. This was like literally a few days ago. You will get a ticket if you have the studded tires on right now. So I guess a certain part of the year, you can have snow tires or studded tires on your vehicle. And if they catch you with them right now, you're going to get a ticket. But I would say if there's a way that possibly you can buy like snow tires or studded tires, whatever, like ahead of time where you are and bring those, go right ahead and bring them. All right, so next we have buying furniture. So from what everybody told me beforehand, it's better to buy your furniture where you are. Why? Because everything is so expensive in Alaska. So we tried to like buy a bedroom set and stuff and bunk beds for the kids like before we got to Alaska, which was helpful because we got things cheaper in Georgia. But we ended up still having to buy furniture when we got here, which we had to buy a whole bedroom set for ourselves because one of the bedroom sets that we had, we ended up giving it to one of the kids and we was like, you know what, just suck it up and buy another one. Yes, it was expensive. It was. We wish we had to make that decision before we got here, but you know, it is what it is. We bought the furniture set and it's actually really nice furniture. So, I mean, can't complain, but I will say if you can help it, please buy your furniture before you come to Alaska because you're not just going to be spending an arm and a leg. You're going to be spending 2 arms, 2 legs, a head, all kind of stuff. So yes, me personally, I would suggest please buy your furniture before you come to Alaska because it does cost a lot here. All right, last but not least, one thing people may be worried about is what kind of cellular service works great in Alaska. So we have Verizon. It works perfect for us. I have service wherever I am. I never have a problem, no drop calls, no nothing. I've also seen that a lot of people have AT&T here as well. Another thing is they have an internet/phone company called GCI. We have them for internet, and from what I can see, it's actually amazing. We have like the highest level internet package, and we pay like $179.99 a month. Doesn't bother me at all. As long as we got internet, that's all that matters. But yes, I know a lot of people are kind of worried. You know, when you go to a new place, certain services don't work well as others. Yes, you're going to come to a point where you're like, I'm going to have to pay for quality because we all know Verizon and AT&T are a little bit expensive, but hey, you got to pay for quality, good service. So yes, anybody who's coming, I would suggest you're coming here, you need to at least have Verizon, AT&T, or you can get GCI service. All of it works well here. All right, so this concludes my video. I literally just wanted to make a simple video on some tips of what will be helpful to you before you get here. Trust me, we all want to save money. We don't want to spend a lot of money. We don't have to. So I was literally just thinking like this will be helpful to people so they can decide, hey, what they want to buy while they're in another state before they get here, or what you just want to wait and buy once you get here. So I'm hoping that this video was informative. Please, if anybody has any questions, please leave a comment. I would love to answer. So thank you guys for watching. Bye.